What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since you guys have seen me. I clicked on this video because I talked about doing Uber Eats hourly. I did it for approximately 9.5 hours, I believe it was. I know Nugs did a video like this. I know somebody's gonna say you're copying Nugs. Well, this was a video idea that I wanted to do for a while. I was gonna scrap it once I seen him drop the video, but then I thought about it and I said, why not? My experience may be different from his. So we started off the day at 11:36 a.m. My active time at that time was $14.50 per hour, and my first order was a shop and pay. Took me 1 hour and 39 minutes to go 26.83 miles. Now, the reason why it took so long was because I got an add-on. That add-on was for Sephora, which I went to go grab as well. The Sephora, the scanning was acting a little wonky, but for the most part, the delivery was pretty smooth. It wasn't anything too hard. All right. Next order we got was McDonald's, 10.8 miles. And again, we're still on the 14.50 active time. So it took me 33 minutes and 19 seconds, and I only got $8. Now, they claim that you get 100% tips, but just like DoorDash, I didn't see any real tips come through. In fact, I got no tips every order, allegedly. We don't know. So I know that they do some funny stuff, and I feel like there was some funny business going on. Next order, hourly rate went down to $13 for an active hour. This order took me 13 minutes and 53 seconds, and it was trash. $3.01. What can I say? Next order was for Walgreens. This was a pharmacy pickup. It was really crowded in there, so it took me longer than it should have, and it was terrible. So it took me 1 hour to do this order, and I only made $13.19. I drove 24.92 miles. So this was a lot of miles, a lot of time. I literally made the exact active hours pay. So it is what it is. Next one was Wingstop. Again, we're still at $13 an hour. This one paid $6.70. This took 30 minutes and 56 seconds. And this was 12.26 miles. After that, we got a Bojangles. We're still on the $13 an hour flat rate for the delivery. This one was $4.09 for 4.5 miles. Took 18 minutes and 52 seconds. And to be honest with you guys, I think that was the best order of the day when it came to earn by time. Next one was Bojangles again, $7.88 for 36 minutes and 23 seconds. This was 9.71 miles. Right. And then I think this was the last one. This one was $12.11, 21.82 miles. The active time was 44 minutes and 3 seconds, and the active per hour went all the way up to 1650, and it still, as you can see, wasn't the greatest. At that point, I kind of got frustrated. I declined another one that was taking me too far, and I got out of there. So in total, I think before I switched back to the regular pay, I believe I made like 70 something, $76. I'll put the screenshot up here somewhere. It was like $76 for about almost 9 hours. Well, a little less at that point. I believe I was at like 8 hours and some change, to be honest. But then once I switched, I immediately got this order. This was I believe this was a triple. It was supposed to be 26.28. I ended up getting 27.41. This was a stacked order, which kind of helped salvage some of that time. And then after that, I went home because at that point I was just frustrated. I didn't do any DoorDash this day at all. Like, I didn't even take one DoorDash order. I tried to focus my time on Uber Eats, and my total, let me go back to Uber so I can tell you exactly what I made for the whole day. $106.49 My online time was 9 hours and 29 minutes, and I did 13 trips. 44 points I received. My net fare was 84.80, and my tips were 21.69, which all those tips actually came from the order that I did that wasn't earned by time. So that's it, y'all. That's it. We're gonna keep it short and sweet, but would I recommend doing earned by time or hourly pay on Uber Eats? Absolutely not. Just like I wouldn't recommend it for DoorDash. This was for experimental purposes only. The last time I did it, I was only able to get a short schedule. This time around, I got a longer schedule and it was not good. Now, here are one of the many downsides to it is you just don't see volume. For anybody who watched Nug's videos, the same thing. They throttle you because they don't want to pay you the hourly pay. So they really slow you down and don't send you many orders. I barely got any orders during this time. I had a lot of slow time. That's why the hours were so stretched out. It wasn't that I was declining stuff. I just wasn't getting anything. That's why I didn't make much money in the first like 8 hours. You really don't get a lot of orders. The moment I switched from hourly back, because with DoorDash you have to end it. With Uber you can just decline too. You'll stay online and then poof, it's gone and you'll start to see dollar amount again. So one thing I do like about the hourly is on Uber it's easier to switch back and forth. And in fact, if you end your thing and go offline, so if you press on offline and then you go back to where it says to sign up for hourly, you could press it, sign back up, and then you could get right back on hourly. So I like the flexibility of the hourly. However, it just doesn't pay well and I wouldn't recommend it. You will sit for a very long time and not see an order. The moment I switched, I started seeing orders firing off left and right. So I would highly recommend just don't use this pay method at all. But that completes the video, y'all. I got another one that I'm going to be rolling out for y'all. It's going to be talking about what I made for that whole entire week. It wasn't the greatest, but it was definitely better than this. In fact, my Monday surpassed this in the same amount of time by like $70. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.